Buying the wrong home in Northeast Florida can quietly drain your savings, and most people don't realize it until the first hurricane season, the renewal on flood insurance, or a repair quote that just makes your stomach drop. Today, I'm walking you through the 8 types of homes you should never buy in places like St. Augustine, Nocatee, Ponte Vedra, and all around St. Johns County, unless you know exactly what to look for. By the end, you'll know why some affordable homes hide big flood and insurance risks, how certain construction shortcuts fall apart in our heat and humidity, and which neighborhoods or lot features can turn your Florida dream into a maintenance headache. I'm Amy Howell, owner of O.N.E Florida Group here in Northeast Florida. We help families and luxury buyers move with confidence and avoid the money pits. So let's get into it. Let's start with the big one, flooding and drainage. It's not just beach houses. Even safe neighborhoods can get water pooling in yards and garages because of poor grading or clogged drainage. Here's the catch. Even if a house is outside an official flood zone, you can still deal with standing water, mold, and foundation issues. Flood insurance can run anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 a year. And yes, it's been rising. Resale gets harder too because buyers are way more cautious post-storm. So what to watch for? Water lines around your AC pads or garage doors, any musty smells, bubbling baseboards, warped flooring, or retention ponds that sit almost full year-round. So how to protect yourself? Check the FEMA maps. Confirm elevation certificates with your insurance agents. If you need one, I have a great one. If you're local, drive the neighborhood after heavy rain or ask your favorite realtor, hi, hello, and ask for any drainage improvements on the home. True story. I once took buyers to a community not in a flood zone. It was raining sideways. Honestly, we probably should not have been out in it, but in true Florida fashion, it came out of absolutely nowhere. We arrived at the listing that we had scheduled to see, and the flooding was so bad we couldn't even pull into the driveway. We eased into the neighbor's drive to turn around, and they came out yelling at us to get out while I'm literally explaining in a downpour that we were attempting to view the house next door. Obviously, we didn't end up touring it, and they didn't make an offer. Crappy weather plus cranky neighbors will kill the buying mood in about 30 seconds. That was crazy. Number 2, homes with poor construction or problem materials. Florida is brutal on materials. Salty air, heat, UV, so much humidity. A lot of the early 2000s boom builds used shortcuts that don't hold up. Synthetic stucco, thin hard coat stucco without weep holes, low quality shingles that cook in the sun. Why do these things matter? Trapped moisture leads to rot and mold. Bad flashing invites leaks. Cheap shingles fail early, causing more leaks. These are pretty cosmetic, but they can hide $15,000 to $40,000 in repairs. So red flags to look for: hairline cracks or bubbling stucco around windows or doors, granule loss and dark streaks on shingles and soft trim, swollen windowsills, and mismatched patch paint throughout. So please, do yourself a favor and hire an inspector that uses thermal imaging and moisture meters. Ask about stucco thickness and weep holes, especially on homes built before 2017. Verify roof age and ventilation and check the builder's track record. Don't make the mistake by skipping inspections on new construction. Sometimes buyers think it's brand new, what could go wrong? I've seen longer inspection reports on new builds than on resales. So rushed timelines equals missed details. So get your own inspection at each stage if you can. Number 3, homes with outdated or poorly maintained HVAC and electrical. Your HVAC works almost year-round. What lasts about 20 years up north might be wheezing at 10 to 12 years here in Northeast Florida. Add in some problem electrical panels and you can hit insurance roadblocks. So why this matters? Old systems are less efficient. and more expensive monthly and can be a safety issue. Replacements can run $10,000 to $25,000. So check for manufacture dates, heavy corrosion on the outdoor units, breakers that trip, two-prong outlets buzzing, warm panels, rusted refrigerant lines, clogged attic pans. I've had buyers walk away from otherwise perfect homes because the HVAC looked old and sketchy. Everything else checked out, but they didn't want to start homeownership with a 5-figure system swap. Totally fair. Better alternatives: high efficiency heat pumps, 200 amp modern panels, and whole home surge protection. Verify proper condensate drainage and secondary pans if the air handler is in the attic. Number 4, homes with aging roofs or poor ventilation. Roofs take a beating here. Sun, salt, storms. A roof can look fine from the street and still be at the end of its insurable life. Many carriers want a roof under 10 to 15 years for new policies. Poor attic ventilation accelerates failure and invites moisture. Red flags: curling or cracked shingles, missing tabs, black streaking, rusted vents, flashing, damp insulation, and stained rafters. Why this matters? Beyond leaks, an overaged roof can make you uninsurable or push you into higher cost policies. You won't believe this one. On an inspection for one of my 7-year-old listings, the inspector discovered that the roof vents were never installed. The holes were cut, but the roofers covered them. How that passed building inspection is beyond me. It's wild and a perfect example of why you should always verify ventilation. A better alternative would be architectural shingles, metal or tile installed within the last 10 to 12 years with ridge or soffit vents, or solar fans for airflow. Number 5, acreage homes without proper access or maintenance planning. Acreage sounds dreamy. Privacy, toys, no HOA, but the trade-off is that you maintain everything: wells, septic, drainage, long driveways, vegetation management, and even fire access. So things that you want to consider: is the driveway wide and stable enough for an emergency vehicle to come in? Are the septics and wells inspected and appropriately sized? Is there any erosion or ponding after storms? And how far is the nearest hydrant? So the costs you need to know about wells, septics, and driveway fixes can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $40,000 fast, and insurance can vary widely based on access and risk here. Try shopping for acreage with paved or well-stabilized access, documented maintenance, clear defensible space, and proximity to hydrants or county-maintained roads. Number 6, HOA or condo communities with weak financials or restrictive rules. Great HOAs protect values, and bad HOAs drain wallets. A picture-perfect entrance doesn't tell you if the reserves are low, if maintenance is deferred, or if a special assessment is right around the corner. So watch for weak reserves, lawsuits, frequent board turnover, and highly restrictive rules. We encourage our clients to review financials, budgets, reserve studies, and meeting minutes during our inspection window. If you want a simple way to avoid the big surprises, we have got you covered. Grab our free Florida Buyer's Guide. It includes our step-by-step process. It is very detailed. You can grab it here with this QR code or grab the link in the comments. Number 7, homes on a poorly graded or erosion-prone lots. Lot quality matters as much as the house. In our sandy coastal soils, grading and compaction are everything. Pond front lots can look peaceful but sometimes sit too low with water sheeting towards the foundation. Red flags to look for: soil pulling away from the slab, low spots that hold water, exposed roots, ruts along the side yards, erosion near seawalls or along pond edges, retaining walls bowing. The risks: moisture intrusion, undermined foundations, settlement cracks, and never-ending yard work. How to protect yourself. Ask for any soil reports or compaction records on newer homes. Check guttering, downspouts, swales, and visit after rains if possible. Look for engineered drainage solutions and elevations that shed water away from the home. Shop for homes with higher elevation lots with visible grading, functioning gutters and French drains, and stabilized shorelines where applicable. If you are currently on the hunt for your perfect Northeast Florida home, be sure to download our very own home search app. It works just like Zillow, but it's way better because we won't spam you, and you can chat with me right in the app. Send me your favorite homes and I will tour them for you. Number 8, homes near high traffic roads, train lines, or noise corridors. Noise is the one surprise that ruins the "I love this" feeling after you move in. Major roads, flight paths, and rail lines can crush daily enjoyment and resale. When our family lived in Hawaii, we were in the flight path. It was so bad that we had to keep our closed captions on the TV 24/7 because you legit could not hear any of it. And the flights were every 5 minutes. No joke. What can you do to avoid this? Check maps for planned road expansions. Visit at different times of day if possible, school drop-off, rush hour, weekends, and stand outside with everything quiet just to get the real sound profile. Beachwalk, for example. The lagoon is stunning. $1,000,000 views, and you can still hear the trains. If you don't expect that, it can be a shock. Imagine paying for that view and then getting the night train soundtrack. Some folks don't mind it, others absolutely do. Try keeping interior lots and homes with upgraded windows or insulation on your radar. All right, those are the 8. Not to scare you, just to empower you. The right due diligence turns a risky house into an informed decision, and that is what our team does every single day. If you want a personalized game plan, book a 15-minute call with our team. We'll map your budget, target neighborhoods, and inspection items to prioritize so you can buy with confidence. My Calendly link is in the description. Again, I'm Amy Howell, owner of O.N.E Florida Group. When you're ready, we're ready. So I'll see you in the next one.